Hey guys, what's up? Alan here, and I got myself a new Sony camera. So I was just looking for something to do, and I figured I'd take a little drive down to the Bamboo Cathedral in Chaguaramas, try and get some shots, maybe make a little video down there, show it off a little bit. It's a really beautiful place and very popular for people who exercise, walk, or if you're just looking to get out the house a little bit. So I'm gonna head on down there now, try out my new camera. Hopefully I get some great pictures. Alright, let me get my ass out of this very comfortable hammock that I'm in and head down there. Let's go. So I just parked up here in the car park behind us there, and it seems like a really nice quiet day here on the trail, which I particularly like. Sometimes here it can get really busy, and that's fine. You could still come and exercise and have a good time here, but there's something extra calming and nice when you kind of get it to yourself. It's a pretty safe area. I mean, granted it's Trinidad and you never know what could happen, but the area is not known for too much crime and robberies, etc. So it is fairly safe to be here by yourself. You know, there's always a certain small amount of risk, but I would say this is one of the safer areas in Trinidad to come here by yourself or in small groups. So that we hope it stays that way, you know. And as you can see all around me, it's just complete beauty. And what's nice about the Bamboo Cathedral is that there's a lot of options. You could come for a leisurely stroll. There's a footpath that goes in for about 10 minutes at average walking distance. And it's really beautiful. It's a mixture of plants and nice stuff. And then you actually get to the cathedral itself where the bamboo curves over the top of the canopy. And then after that, if you feel for something a little bit more rigorous and some proper exercise, you can then go past the flat footpath. And then there's an incline that goes up, like quite far up into the hills. It's actually quite challenging. Really good walk for exercise, or if you could jog it, well, then you're real fit. And that goes up to an all-American aircraft base, as well as a satellite that's a tracking station. Both of those things are decommissioned now, and they're actually rusting. There's signs saying not to touch them or don't go near them because it could collapse at any moment, but it's still been there for many years in that condition. And it's a nice little attraction to go see, take a peek at it. But I don't advise you climb on it. People do and take cool pictures and whatnot. But I'm not trying to die from some rusty piece of shit that I climb into, you know, show off. So I real good on those guys and girls who go and climb it up and take pictures. Well done. I don't have that kind of balls right now on me now. So yeah, I'm just gonna go for a nice little walk and see if I see any good wildlife, take a pictures of some plants and bamboo and stuff, get a small bit of exercise, and then yeah, that should be it for me. So I hope you enjoy. So normally when I'm making videos, 98% of the time I prefer really sunny weather, bright blue skies. It's particularly good for film because it works well with the ocean and all the sky just looking extra good. You get mostly the best video content out of that. However, I'm currently walking through here and it's kind of getting cloudy, almost drizzling. And it may not make the best for like sky shots or certain lighting conditions, but what it will do is possibly cast some shade first of all, because it's almost midday here, so that's a bit harsh light in the sun, and the shade from the clouds may actually help bring out some of the green foliage and the leaves and the bamboo for pictures, as well as I just feel a lot cooler and I'm not like burning up walking in this thing right now. So it's always good to get a little break from the sun, even though I spend so much of my life in it. And as we're speaking, it's literally about to storm on me right here now, so fingers crossed my bag holds up in this water well enough with all my camera equipment and whatnot in it. But I'm gonna keep going anyway and hope that the rain stops. Alright, so it's raining a little bit too much. It's getting kind of heavy, So luckily for me, there's many of these little side trails off the main Bamboo Cathedral path. People walk them, but mainly off-road riders, they ride here and they cut new trails all the time and they build little ramps. It's actually really cool. So if you're into biking and off-roading, Chaguaramas is definitely a place you could come and check out for that, and it's a great exercise as well. And what they do is they carve these trails that kind of loop around on themselves, where you ride all through the bush, through the trees, hit ramps, go down speed runs, and then when you come back around you kind of end back up near the same spot most of the time, and then you could go down a different trail. I don't know about the number of trails they have here, but I suspect it's many, like well over 50, maybe even bordering on 100 at this point, but I could fact check that at some point in time and find out from the guys who know. In fact, I'm walking up on a ramp right now, so I'm gonna go and check it out. And these dudes, they come here and they do all kind of crazy shit. And I'm not much of a off-road rider myself, but I've done it before, just not to the extent that these guys do it. And let me show you some of the ramps they have here. So another thing worth remembering down in this area, there's a lot of wildlife. So if you're a bird enthusiast, or even if you just like to see nature when you go out, here is very, very well known for in the mornings and in the evenings in particular. There's like many different kinds of monkeys, howler monkeys. I don't know all these species names, so I'm not even gonna pretend. But also just on my few times coming here for exercise and stuff too, there's like so many different types of birds you can see. It's really quite impressive because the area is quite protected. So a lot of things flourish here, and I mean, I'm sure if you came with an expert, they could point out so much wildlife that it would be unreal. But if you just come by yourself on a walk, there's a very real chance that you may see something you've never seen before. All these beautiful birds of paradise, a lot of colors, different things, and the monkeys are quite cool too. You see them crossing the canopy, a lot of them are carrying little babies on their backs, and it's very impressive to watch them jump from bamboo to the other side. Very, very good balance, obviously. And yeah, they don't throw shit at you or anything as far as I can tell, so it's a pretty safe experience as well too.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boys.
So about halfway up this hike, they come to a spot that's just the most beautiful lookout ever, and it's a good point in time where you can turn back and say you've had enough, because after it gets real difficult heading up that hill. I mean, it's very doable, but it's enough exercise to reach this point, and I don't think I'm going to go past here today. But behind me, as you can see, you have this real epic view here. This is pretty much to the right hand side of Macqueripe Bay, which is a bay a little bit further down the road in Tucker Valley. So this is the kind of view overlooking the north coast. Today is a real pretty day, and you know, there's a lot of activity down there. A lot of fishing goes on. You can see a lot of birds flying, so quite a nice respite when you come to take a breather, and then you can decide if you want to continue on up the hill or if you want to stop here. Well, that was a nice little trip. It got a little cloudy and rainy, so I didn't get to do everything I wanted to do, but nonetheless, I highly recommend the Bamboo Cathedral for photography or even just a nice walk out. I already feel better, to be honest. It's really like pristine and calm, so if you need to clear your head a little bit, it's quite close as well. Just take a drive down, have a walk. It's good exercise, spend a little time in nature, and then come home and continue with your day. So I'm gonna have a look at my photos now, and hopefully keep an eye on the Instagram account. If I got anything good, I'll post it up and show everybody what the outcome of that was. I'll probably do a video another day on my camera and the lens, etc. once I've learned it a little bit and I can explain better what I'm experiencing having this new camera. So appreciate you stopping by. Please like and subscribe, share this video. It helps me grow, of course. And I really appreciate all of you taking the time out to come and look at my YouTube videos to begin with. So have a great day. Thank you very much. See you next time. Peace.